lot of big ones are getting yellow?
Ah, yes, very Muslim.
Need I say more? Mahmoud introduces Peter to a few friends of his own, but is only accepted after he passes an extremely difficult test.
Who is better, Hulk Hogan or the Iron Sheik?
The Iron Sheik?
Okay, he is one of us.
Bang! That one gets me every time. Though this new friendship turns out to be built on some shady foundations, as Mahmoud and his friends just want Peter's help to blow up the Quahog Bridge. But I mean, to be fair, or give credit where it's due, there is very few people more destructive than Peter.
He's the perfect man to help us blow up the Quahog Bridge.
Ah! Everybody down! So are these toys just like to take?
Okay, I take it back. Maybe there's 0 people more destructive than Peter. Maybe the Hulk, but like,
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Alright, that proves it. I've seen enough. 0. The boys explain to Peter that he's been indoctrinated into a terrorist group, but Peter doesn't believe it, so he calls Mahmoud to ask him about the truth.
Look, I'm gonna call Mahmoud right now on this cell phone he gave me. He'll tell you. Damn phone's busted. Maybe I dialed wrong.
Peter, please stop trying to call Mahmoud.
I'm sure those were just coincidences. Right. Joe decides to use Peter as an undercover agent to help stop the bridge explosion, but I think it's fair to say that Peter wasn't born with the skill set for the job.
In order to get past the checkpoint at the toll plaza...
Sorry, can you repeat all that? I just had an itch right by my microphone.
Microphone?
He's wearing a wire!
Holding Peter hostage, Mahmoud forces him to carry out the job right away, and unfortunately, the plan seems to be working like a charm.
Okay, you're good to go.
That's another one of the jokes that gave this episode such a bad reputation, by the way. At the bridge, Peter tells Mahmoud that he's making the wrong choice, but he just won't hear it. Though just as he's about to blow the bridge to smithereens, Joe swoops in to save the day the only way he can.
Hold it right there! Mahmoud, you're under arrest.
Look, Joe, I drove a van.
Yeah, that's the thing we should take away from everything. Totally, of course. Right. Mahmoud and his gang are sent behind bars, and the boys all decide to celebrate at the Clam. Peter even decides to reserve a seat to mark the occasion.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I think we could all use a drink.
Tell you what, let me call Horace and tell him to get our table ready.
Peter, did you just...
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Maybe he should have thought twice about which phone he was using. In Brian and Stewie, phones end up blowing things up too, just more so metaphorically.
Oh, this day. Ah! Oh, you stink. And now I'm trapped in here with you and your stink because you were too stupid to call somebody who could help us. That really hurt.
Brian takes Stewie to the bank to go through his safety deposit box, but the two end up getting on each other's nerves pretty heavily.
I'm not having fun anymore. I feel you should know that. What was that?
And that's when things get worse.
Did you just crap your diaper? I got scared when the door closed.
Much worse. Stewie's gotta have his diaper changed before he gets an infected rash, and to fix that issue as well as the smell, there's only one option.
If the poo were to be removed... I'm not following you. If the poo were to be removed... What is it? What are you driving at? Eat it. You're out of your f***ing mind.
I don't blame Brian here, not one bit. Brian says he'd rather shoot himself than eat Stewie's poop, and luckily, he's got a gun in his safety deposit box to do just that, but Stewie gets to it first.
Stewie, come on. You don't know how to use that thing. Oh, really? What if I hold it sideways like a black guy? I don't want any trouble. There's not going to be any trouble as long as you eat my poo.
And upon consideration, I don't think I want either one of them with a gun. Stewie remembers that he's got his phone on him, and so he makes a call to a clothing store of all places and doesn't ask for help. Brian snatches the phone right as it dies, which pushes his temper even further. Honestly, again, I can't really blame him entirely. Feeling bad for Stewie, Brian decides to do the deed. But obviously, it's a bit more complicated than it first seemed.
Oh, God!
Brian finally finishes up, but Stewie didn't go through watching all that unscathed.
It's done.
Got some dessert for you.
This one should have been rated TVMA for the gross out stuff alone. Actually, a lot of scenes were cut out to try and keep the episode TV-14. Worst of all being when Stewie has Brian clean the last of the poop from his you-know-where.
Oh, and just do me a favor and tell me when you're about to begin, because I don't want to be surprised. Moon River! Oh, my God, there it goes.
Brian, you rock. Thank you so much for doing this.
Finally, the two head to bed, but Brian wakes up in the middle of the night and grabs the alcohol from his deposit box before offering Stewie a sip.
What you doing?
Oh, hey, just needed a little drink. Was kind of saving it, but what the hell, right? Want a sip?
So, to recap, we've got child because of the gun, feces eating, and now underage drinking involving an infant. Let's see what other wonderful things we can add to that list. The two get drunk and decide to pierce Stewie's ear using a needle from a sweater, and it goes just about as well as you'd think a drunken ear piercing would go.
Oh my God!
Oh, you okay?
Is it over?
Wait, move your hand. Oh, wow. Oh, shit.
What is it?
There's so much blood.
Ew!
It's stuck.
Ah!
Got it.
How's it look?
Cool.
Cool isn't exactly how I'd put it, but hey, I'm no fashionista. Also, we can add child to that list from earlier if we didn't already. Stewie starts asking Brian some questions about dog trainers, eventually saying he feels Brian doesn't live with purpose.
What are you... You know what, you can just go to hell.
Look, I didn't mean to start anything. Let's just forget it, okay? We're having a good time.
How dare you tell me that my life doesn't have purpose?
No, that's not what I said. That's what you're saying.
You know what, take that sweater off. You look like a little fag.
Okay, well, now you're just being an
Well, you might as well get used to it. You're going to be hearing a lot worse once you go to school.
Are you trying to hurt me? Because you've succeeded.
Yeesh, man, the tensions here are really strong. Also, I think the jacket looks cool, Stewie, don't worry. Stewie eventually reveals that he just wanted to see if he could get Brian to eat his poop, causing Brian to threaten Stewie with a gun.
Oh, you're so full of crap. Besides, if you shot me, it'd all be caught on that security camera.
Security cam... Oh my God, maybe somebody can see us. Hey! Hey, somebody help! We're in here!
No one's out there, Brian. They would have come in. Save your energy.
Oh my God.
What?
It's all on tape.
What's all on tape? Oh my God! Oh, that is gonna be on YouTube!
You know, I bet you that's someone's personal form of hell. Or maybe it's my personal form of hell and I'm just projecting. Maybe it's most people's I'm just gonna move on. The morning after all that, Stewie cracks open his bag and starts eating an energy bar. Wait, what?
You've had energy bars this whole time? You
Not energy bars, Jenny Craig anytime bars, and you just bitched yourself out of a bite.
I'm sorry. All right, can I have one, please?
All right.
Can you give me a caramel one?
No. You can have strawberry yogurt.
Ew, strawberry yogurt? Honestly, I'll take the poop over the... I'm just kidding. While chowing down, Stewie asks Brian why he even has a gun in the first place, and after some convincing, he cracks.
I keep it in case I ever want to commit okay?
Wow. Oh my God, you're serious?
Yeah, that's why this episode's rated MA. It gets really heavy from here, I'm gonna be honest, guys. Brian goes on to talk about how Stewie's right about him not having a purpose and adds that the scotch they drank was supposed to be his last drink. Stewie then asks one final question of clarity.
So, is that why we came here? Were you gonna end it?
No, I was just putting money in my Christmas club.
God, I have to get one of those. You know, last year, I only had $30 saved when the holidays came around. I was so embarrassed.
Oh, thank goodness. There was at least an ounce of normalcy in all this. Come to think of it, I need to start my own Christmas savings account. Come to think of it, I need to start a savings account. Wait, do I even get paid? Try and talk Brian out of that mindset. Stewie explains how he'd be entirely lost without Brian, and despite everything, admits something deep from his heart.
I like you a lot. I guess you could say I really like you. I would even dare to go a little further, perhaps. I care a great deal about you. A very great deal. Maybe even deeper than that. I love you.
He had a hard time getting that one out, but he got there. Good work, Stu. Finally, the bank opens up, and the two are able to walk out, only now with more love and appreciation for each other than when they were locked in. From there, Stewie heads off to a putting green on the water in the Cleveland-Loretta quagmire.
Damn, what is it about golf that always brings out the worst in me? So, Annika Sorenstam, you're quite the female golfer, aren't you? Yes, quite the female golfer.
Ha! I knew it! Look! Everybody look!
All this does is raise questions I don't want answered. Peter invites the neighborhood onto his boat to serve them drinks with a secret ingredient.
Fizeste pipi no ponte?
Fiz sim, mas infelizmente já tinha feito. Então só ficam umas pingas.
It's so secret, even Peter has no idea. Quagmire catches a fish, but unfortunately, it gets launched in Cleveland's wife's boobs. This could only happen to Quagmire.
Oh, sorry about that, Loretta. Hey, can I have my fish back?
Oh, you gonna have to reach into the cookie jar.
I can't just, you're my best friend's wife, reach in there. All right.
Yeah, you go in and get that.
Loretta, they have some of that three-bean salad you're so fond of. Hey, Quagmire.
Loretta seems oddly into Quagmire and